Hey guys, this is Avanti with Screaming Jesus Studios. I'm doing a quick tutorial on how to get your bass in key with the rest of your track. Now, you may figure out how to get your bass in key by ear, or if you're using a particular VST where you're not using a wave file in direct wave, or basically something similar like that, a wave sampling, VST or whatever it be plugin, then then it may already be in key. But this tutorial is for those that are using wave files, you're using direct wave, something that samples wave, and not necessarily sure what the root note is of the wave file that you're using, and you need to figure it out. So I'm going to give you an example here. Basically, the track I'm working on, I was getting ready to get the bass in key, because I know I try to figure it out a little bit by ear, but it's not always 100% correct. And there are ways to, little tricks you could try to use to try to figure it out a little bit easier. But instead of doing all that, I have determined a pretty quick way to figure out, especially if you have FL10 or a plugin similar to the Pitcher plugin. So what the Pitcher plugin does is take your whatever's playing and actually tells you what note you're playing out of, whatever VST or whatever it be. So what I'm going to do first is basically play you a sample of the beat that I'm working on right now. So here's a sample of the beat. So I haven't done any type of mixing or anything of that nature, so what I'm going to do is just play the bass by itself, so that way you can get a good idea of how the bass is sounding. Now this is sub bass, so if you're on laptop speakers or something like that, you may not be able to hear it very well. You want to get some monitors or something like that, some headphones to be able to hear the bass that's playing here. So that's the bass without, with me just trying to figure out the notes by ear, not knowing exactly what's playing. But so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bring out Direct Wave, which is the wave sampling program that I'm using, and I'm also on the bass, sitting here on the mixer, bring out the Pitcher plugin, which again comes with FL10. And if you have a different version of FL, just find a plugin that tells you the note that you're playing out of your VST. So what you want to do is take the Pitcher from here where it says min, take it off 110 hertz and put it to 25 hertz, because your sub bass 9 times out of 10 is going to be playing somewhere between 30 hertz and I guess up to about 80 hertz or so. Or, maybe not even that high. Just depends on the notes you're using on your sub bass. So as you see now, as I play the sub bass, it's lagging a little bit, but it actually registers in Pitcher as I play it. Now Pitcher uses a lot of RAM as well, so that's why I'm getting that lag. But as I play C here, one thing you'll notice, I'm playing C5 on my MIDI keyboard here. I'm getting A out on Pitcher. So that means if I put C, if I was trying to basically write out the pattern or whatever line I'm trying to do for the bass, if I put it on C5, I'm actually playing A. So what you want to do to make it match up is on Direct Wave, you can actually change this root note. You do that by right clicking on another note. So you'll go up to A on Direct Wave. So you go from C all the way up to A. So as I play C now, C matches up. D, E, F. You see, Pitcher lets me know the notes are matching up now. So one thing you can see as well is that if you look on top of E, it's coming in a little bit flat. So basically, the way this bass is created is to be a little bit flatter, or to be a little bit flat on each note. So if you wanted to fix that, you could as well, with the pitch changer here on the channel setting. But I've taken the Pitcher plugin off now because I don't need it now. It was just to determine which note I was playing as I hit that C5 on my MIDI keyboard. So now I know all the notes are in tune. I can go back to the bass that I originally, played, the MIDI notes that I recorded here, and change them from, what they sounded like was in tune, and actually put them in tune, which I was basically a whole step off from where it should have been for the notes here. Now as I play it, it's going to be in tune with the rest of the track. So that's how you get your bass in key with the rest of your track and know exactly what notes you're playing on your bass. So that's all you got to do. Bring out picture, put the plug-in on your bass, see what notes you're playing. Again, drop down to 25 hertz, and then whatever it tells you, B, D, whatever, you go up to that note on direct wave, right click, and then your bass will be in key, and you can take the picture off, and you're all set to go. So if you have any questions in regards to, understanding this a little bit better, if you didn't catch it, or anything to do with production at all, just ask me. I love to teach, love to help out with production, as far as everything that I do know. And that's it. So please like the video, rate, subscribe, and it's sjsavanti from Screaming Jesus Studios, and that's it.